Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Grant. These are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, BA. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Then there's Dillingham, then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's Doherty in at the power forward. Here's Dillingham. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Flanders passes to Willis, and he gets the bucket.
High percentage look right off the bat.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. BA, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Here's King. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. And the basket by Willis.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Flanders, guarded by Edwards. The 3 from Barnes. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. McDaniels passes to Doherty. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Barnes. Minnesota shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Here's King. Pass to Flanders. Beyond the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Edwards finds McDaniels. Here's Dillingham. Wembanyama, high post. Now here's Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Pass to King. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Willis. Lays it up and banks it in. Willis has got 6 points.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Dillingham, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. King, and a nice finish on the layup.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Pass to Doherty. And here's Edwards to halt the run. Drops in the 3. Edwards has got his second basket.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
King, the pass to Barnes. Fires the three. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Wembanyama. Edwards looking for an opening. Outside McDaniels. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Here's Flanders. Count that bucket. He's got 5.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Dillingham. Now here's McDaniels. Oh, they pick off the pass. In transition, here they come.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. It just put too much pressure on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
Pass to Edwards from deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Foster from the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's King. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Here's Marks. And another one falls for New Orleans. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2, coming off a win against the Hornets.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Clock is at 3. And King pulls it down. The Pelicans have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. To the wing on the left. Flanders' shot is good. Flanders has got 8.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
They set the pick. The 3 from Wembanyama. Nails it from 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Flanders. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Here's King. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Minnesota has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, it's no surprise Edwards has a football background, Clark. Just look at him.
Yeah, he is well put together, B.A. No.
High post Towns. It's stolen. We've got Henderson, and it's King in at the point. That's the Pelicans 5. Pass to Ramsey. Here's Willis, covered by Wembanyama. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. And here's New Orleans now. King, the pass to Willis. That one goes. Count it. Give him 8.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside McDaniels. Towns, a screen on Henderson. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Pass to Wembanyama. 4 on the clock. Shoots a fadeaway. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Here's King. Willis, the pass to King. Driving to the basket. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
He goes up, and he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
Edwards, the pass to Foster. Minnesota again missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Henderson outside. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Minnesota has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Foster, the pass to Towns. Henderson against Edwards. This one for three. And King pulls it down. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Shots good by Henderson. Minnesota has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Edwards against Henderson. Now here's Edwards. Tightly guarded. Back to Towns. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Wembanyama. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. New Orleans in the lead. King, the pass to Willis. And that one good. Willis has got 4 points this quarter.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And for offensive players, they say that understanding angles gives a big advantage. Can you elaborate on that a little bit, Clark?
I think I can, B.A., a little bit. When you think about the geometry of the game, angles, spacing, timing, those things are not what you would think about when you think geometry, but how you cut, how you move, when you move, get to the basket, all of that stuff is part of the geometry of the game. Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Here's King. Give him 8 points now. Henderson left side. Over Edwards. No good, off the front rim.
Blown opportunity there. He's got to have a short-term memory. Forget about that one.
Outside McDaniels. Wembanyama, high post. Back to Daniels. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
Here's King, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Back to Edwards. There's the 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. King's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
Ramsey passes to King. Pass to Ramsey. 6 to shoot. For Dillingham. And again, New Orleans, no good. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Wembanyama. Wembanyama puts it up and through.
This can be a simple game. Get the ball to Wemby, let him score.
That one drops for him. Willis has got 6 points in the quarter.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Wembanyama, screen on Henderson. It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Henderson. McDaniels, that's good.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Here's King, banked it in off the glass. King's got 10 points in the game. The Timberwolves trail. Right side, Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Fires for three. It's not going to go for him. That'll count. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's New Orleans leading by a point. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. And moving on to the Timberwolves now, they're in the midst of a close game.
One thing that's kept them close, putting in work on the offensive glass. They're feasting on second chances.
Yeah, they've been active, and they're playing with intensity.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. They lead by one. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Then there's Wembanyama, then there's Dillingham, and it's Doherty in at the 4. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Edwards. From the elbow. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
Here's King. They set the screen. Here's Flanders. Off target from three-point range. Tipped away. And now New Orleans on the break. The finish! Throw it down on the breakaway jam. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Anson is focuses being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he drops the first. It's both from the stripe.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. The 3 is up. Another miss by Minnesota. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. King gets the bucket.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Doherty. All alone on the break. Jumps up. Oh! Power it home.
Oh, wow.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Pass to Flanders. Pulls it. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And with great execution and the ability to finish, they're a top-5 scoring offense.
And you pointed out, they are third in blocks. So this is a defense you need to hit jumpers against. Scoring in the key is not easy. Left side, Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Missed it. 4 for 8 in the contest.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4. Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Wembanyama. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Here's Marks. And here's Barnes. Here's Flanders. And the three-pointer goes. Flanders has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Here's King. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pelicans.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Garrett, he's checked in for New Orleans. Eason comes in for Barnes, and Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And here's a rundown of the teams that have not wasted their opportunities at the line in the last month. The 4th spot held by the Pelicans.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you foul them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
Shot from the inbound. Deflected! And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. So many great young players coming into this league, Clark. It puts pressure on those aging vets.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer Kevin McHale described it like this. He said, I see everything that I could do. I just can't do anything about it. That's a tough feeling. And I didn't have to actually experience that because I got injured early in my career and had to pack it up that way.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Here's Dillingham. 10 points for him. The 3-ball. Garrett grabs a miss.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Pass to Marks. Here's Garrett. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Flanders. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls. The Timberwolves making a switch here. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the T-Wolves. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Dillingham. Right wing. And out of bounds. The Pelicans will take it. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for him.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
New Orleans leading by 21. Here's King. 26 points for him. Barbosa passes to Marks. Here's Barbosa. Just 5 on the clock. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Doherty, the pass to Foster. And it's in there. Foster's got 9. Here's King. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. New Orleans calls timeout.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
And Minnesota making a change here. Tucker's checked in. New Orleans calls timeout. Here's King. Pass to Garrett. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the screen. Top of the key. And it's King missing. Timberwolves trail by 21. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Outside Tucker. Pass to Doherty. Now Tucker. The 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Here's King. Here's Garrett, covered by Wembanyama. Outside Eason. Here's the pick. Takes the 3. He buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside Wembanyama. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Down low. It's intercepted. Here's Foster. He's got 9. And King pulls it down. King's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Here's Eason. It's Eason with the jam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Pass to Doherty. Now here's Wembanyama. Here's Dillingham. Fires the 3. Garrett grabs a miss.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
Here's King. He's got 26. Here's Barbosa. No good on the triple. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Doherty. Outside Wembanyama. It's hauled in by New Orleans. King's got rebound number 7 tonight. And he's going for the oop here. Here's Foster. He's got 9. Wembanyama. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
I'm always worried about Victor's head hitting the rim.
Time called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Foster. We've got Henderson. And it's King in at the 1. That's the Pelicans 5. Pass to Monk. And here's Wembanyama. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Flanders. Monk covers. Here's Flanders. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Buries it from 3.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Pass to Foster. That's tipped. And now New Orleans on the break. Here's Cotton. And they pick up 2.
Changing ends quickly, scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Outside Monk. Pass to Foster. Outside McDaniels. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Henderson.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Foster, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Foster, back to Daniels. Outside Monk. 5 to shoot. Towns finds Monk. And now New Orleans on the break. Pass to Flanders. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Monk. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
King gets the bucket.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Foster, the pass to McDaniels. Inside, here's Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. 2 in the cold spell. Foster misses. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. To the inside. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
An elite shot blocker. Wembanyama covers so much ground.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Outside McDaniels. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. Puts one up from 19. Minnesota again missing.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Flanders' shot is good.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his 2nd triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Here's Foster. Pass to Monk. Here's Foster. Wembanyama screen. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Here's King. Over to the left wing. Here's Flanders. Great D that time from Monk. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Foster, the pass to Towns. And here's Wembanyama. Count it. Wembanyama's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, and this is the kind of impact Wemby makes offensively because he can score in just so many ways.
Henderson outside. Pass to Cotton. Here's King. And he lobs it up top. And he goes in for the dunk.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
The finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
And so Monk will bring it up for Minnesota. And last season, the worst in about 2 decades for games lost to injury, Clark. Cause for concern?
I certainly think so, but I mean, I am a fan of load management, but I think it should be in practice time. That way, the guys can play as many games as possible for their team and the fans. Load management should be, I think, managed in the practice schedule.
So both teams changing it up here. And it's Pelicans ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's King. Pass to Ramsey. Here's King. Now Henderson. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. Controls the rebound and the putback.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Towns, right side. And it's powered home by Towns.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Here's Ramsey. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Out left to the wing. Here's Dillingham, defended by Henderson. Dillingham with the bucket. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. King, the pass to Barnes. Here's King. Nifty move. And he lays it up and in. King's got 8 points in the quarter.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Well, guys, if you want to know why the score is what it is, look at their turnovers this quarter.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes, have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Here's King. Outside Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Wembanyama. Knocks it loose. The Timberwolves have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Ramsey pulls it in.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Pass to King. To the middle. And here's Wembanyama. Here's Dillingham. Outside Edwards. They set a pick. Out to the right wing. From deep, Wembanyama. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's King. Pass to Henderson. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Dillingham. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating. But where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter.
New Orleans foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Dillingham. Right side, Wembanyama. From down in the low post, it goes. Wembanyama's got 21 points in the game.
Yeah, too much Wemby. I mean, just too strong down low. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Pelicans.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
But they've got two more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Slim.
The way he saw the floor was quite special. I mean, he served up a ton of room service dimes.
Pass to Dillingham. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Barnes passes to King. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Flanders. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Can't get it to drop. Wembanyama scanning the floor. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time now to present our player of the game.